Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome inside PNC Arena tonight. Fox Sports Carolina is proud to present the Carolina Hurricanes and the Buffalo Sabres. They grind a cycle early. Stahl for Pesce. His shot off the skate boot of Bogosian. A quick hitter by Teravainen. Shouldered down by Johnson. Another chance for Aho. He scores! Sebastian Aho in the dead slot. And Carolina is off and running.
Gets it to a defenseman jumping in, Jacob Slavin. Puck protection, then the two fins go to work. Aho nearly redirects that shot from Pesce. Heavy shot from Teravainen, and then in the dead slot, and that puck looks like it hits something. I don't know if it hits Bogosian or if it hits Larson.
The center zone, Jacob Josephson losing it. Here comes Brock McGinn. He'll dust it off. Off a stick, fielded by Ryan. Shut down by Chad Johnson.
Right side of your screen. Just about seamlessly from his right glove down to his tape. McGinn takes a look. Aerials that puck.
Justin will bring it along the boards now. Send it to Klaus Dolbeck. Going wide is Falk. A wrister swallowed by Chad Johnson. Jeff Skinner a stutter step. Defended well by Jake McCabe. Second chance off the paddle and forked wide. Lindholm now Rask fanning on one. There's Skinner, but the pass was in his skates. Carolina looks to wheel a cycle. Kruger, a power move. Here's a chance. Di Giuseppe. Second chance goes wide.
Getting a really good chance to wrap around from Kruger. The follow-up from Di Giuseppe.
Teravainen gets it back. Slow developing two-man advantage. Aho again. Teravainen cross ice. Lindholm. It ricochets in. Jordan Stahl out in front. They'll take the bounce, and Carolina has a 2-0 lead.
Right side of your screen. It's going to go up from fin to fin. Aho to Teravainen. I thought that Lindholm might just take it to the net because Ristolainen had tied up Jordan Stahl's stick perfectly. However, you get it to the net, you can get a bounce. I don't see any kicking motion.
And Zengiz Girgensons floats it back out to center. Johan Larsson 2-on-1. The trailer is Eichel. Larsson, they score! Nathan Beaulieu left unmarked out in front. And Buffalo cuts the lead in half.
3-on-1. And then getting back, Pesce is there, but he cannot deny the cross-ice pass from Larsson to Beaulieu.
Johnson then. Nathan Beaulieu is first from Jack Eichel. And Johan Larsson at 2:44. Aho inside. Stahl back for Aho. Teravainen shut down by Johnson. Buffalo lineup tonight on this line. Teravainen 2-on-1. Falk with Aho, who has it. Sebastian Aho for Falk. He scores! That's hockey, baby! Perfectly executed 2-on-1. Justin Falk makes it 3-1.
Teravainen draws the defenseman. Falk, right time to jump. Get it to Aho, the playmaker, quickly, and then make yourself available for a beautiful finish. Boy, that puck was on edge, it seemed like, on Sebastian's stick.
Now, Nolan along the boards, wide open Georges. Here it comes, denied by Ward. Losing his mask, they'll blow it dead. Eichel taking off the puck. Getting to it is Jeff Skinner to center ice. Jacob Slavin, four breaths they come. Here's Falk with a shot off the crossbar. We'll see. No, it's the back bar. A bullet by Falk. 4-1.
Defenseman jumping in, and what a shot. Defenseman to defenseman. Absolute perfect placement for Falk. Skinner, Kruger, and Lindholm.
Out in front, they score. Zengiz Girgensons will get to it. With one hand, it trickled over the goal line, and Buffalo is within 2.
Well, Eichel, what a play. He decides to go forward on the face-off, and then with his range, he finds Girgensons. Has Santa's cell.
Okay, Kane with a shot off the metal, glove side of Cam Ward. We're back to serious business. Kane's shot stopped by Cam Ward. He'll melt it down by Evander Kane.
Kane had a terrific chance in the first period, and here I can't tell if his shot hits Falk's tape. And
off the stick of Skinner this way. The puck is manned by Victor Rask, moved by Hanifin. Now Williams with a shot snared by Chad Johnson. And a face-off. He gets it back. Lindholm given a shove out of the corner. Aho in the slot. Falk, a shot turned out by Johnson. Johnson forked wide. Terrifying and Stahl come calling. Falk going for the hat trick.
The less work you have to do yourself, and he put more bend in it this year, more flex.
He'll lug it out. Josephson cross ice. Oposo with a shot. Sharp save by Ward. The point. Jacob Josephson moving in on Kruger. Right out in front. A power move defended by Van Riemsdyk. Kyle Oposo has the puck. He'll wind it off a stick in on Ward. He'll cover up.
Carolina's still going with 4 forwards and just 1 defenseman.
Justin Williams, Victor Rask. Here it comes. It's tipped. It's available. Oh, Johnson, a fine save with Williams on the doorstep. Now along the boards, Ryan for Skinner. He'll delay his shot off the outside of the goalpost.
This was a very good-looking power play to try to score again.
Lay it across, broken up. Lindholm with the puck. Blocked by Kane. 5 seconds left. Out through center ice. Girgensons will lay it back. It will be a Merry Christmas for the Carolina Hurricanes as they defeat the Buffalo Sabres 4-2.
Boy, and a boisterous Saturday night crowd appreciates and soaks up every bit of this win. And sweeping the season series against the Buffalo Sabres, that's hard against anybody. 2 of the games were on the road in Buffalo.